Hey guys, welcome back for another video with me, which you will. Today we are going to be doing chapter 3 in the additional investigation of case 18 in the dead of night. Congratulations, Sergeant Will. Edward Ramis is going to jail for the murder of Freddie Stewart. You both did a great job and even faster than usual. What? You're not convinced that Edward Ramis is guilty, Will? You want to keep investigating? Jones, what am I hearing? You put people in prison without definite proof, without consulting your partner? You better fix this, and quick. Yes, sir, of course, sir. I'm on it, sir. We are just on our way to the Stewart's house to look for more evidence, sir. And we're going to talk to Noah Richards, the head of security at Green's mansion, to see if he remembers anything more about the robbery, sir. If you screw this up, Jones, I swear I'll put you on traffic duties for the next decade. Now get to work. Yeah, I kind of figure. I mean, it seems a little too early to catch your killer. That would be a plot twist, though. Or, I guess, different. Alright, let's talk to Noah first. I thought you got the guy who killed that kid. Why did you come to me? Or why did you ask me to come by then? Well, we like to be thorough in our work, Mr. Richards. That would be a first. Don't play smart with us, Noah. Who tells us you didn't follow Freddy into the park? Who's to say you didn't want to make him pay for making a fool out of you? I told you the truth. I ran after them towards the park, but I stopped at the entrance. It was too dark to see anything. But later I saw someone run off from the park towards the old abandoned house, the one with the tree house. So Freddy's killer ran back to the tree house. I think it's time we take a closer look at it. Finally, a new lead. The blood on his handkerchief is still fresh. Let's get a sample. Let's look through this drawer, Will. It's just bursting with photographs. Maybe they could help us understand the relationship between Edward Ramis and Freddy. Their two families seem pretty close after all. And the sound's not working. Yep, of course. Freddie Stewart and Edward Ramis smiling together. Seems like they were pretty close. I wonder what Ramona and Julian think of Edward turning himself in for Freddy's murder. Let's talk to them. Great job, Will. We know the killer must have come back to the treehouse, so they may have gotten hurt in the process. Let's send his blood sample to Grace, so she can tell us if it belongs to our killer. Three hours. I'll take it. Mr. Ramis didn't kill my brother, you hear me? He didn't. Work harder, do something, anything. But find out who really killed Freddy. It's not because he and your brother were friendly once that they couldn't have a violent disagreement last night. No, Mr. Ramis he's a very nice man. He helped us countless times around the house. He invited us over when our parents were away. I think he knew about the robberies. The look on his face when he found my bottles of El Dua, he knew I hadn't brought them. But he never said anything, so no, you won't make me believe he killed my brother. My father didn't kill Freddy. This doesn't make any sense. He did nothing. Why would he turn himself in then? To protect someone, I guess. But why? And who? I'm assuming he's protecting Julian. He's just too nice. He never screams. He never argues. When I use his priceless El Dua, he says nothing. I just don't understand. And I guess we'll have to wait 3 hours. See you guys later.
Alright guys, it's time to get the results of the blood that we found on the handkerchief, I think, yeah. The blood you found on that handkerchief is still fresh, but that's not all. Mixed in with the blood are little carbon particles coming directly from the arrow that killed Freddy Stewart. Which means the blood belongs to the killer. Did you manage to find out anything about them? Well, I managed to find your killer's blood type. They're A positive. Will, Alden Green asked to see you. He said he found something that might help your investigation. Holy crap, Ramirez. When was the last time you took a break? You look awful. I want to help the investigation officers. Someone's got to answer the phone. You're going nowhere that doesn't have a bed, Ramirez. Take a nap while we're at Alden Green's, and then you'll be allowed to help. Phone. Oh my goodness, this is like, he looks like every college student, at least in STEM. Alright, let's talk to Alden Green here. We're almost at the end of chapter 3. Mr. Green, you said you wanted to see us? Yes, I looked around again, and I seem to have lost my bottle of El Dula. I suppose Mr. Stewart took it, but that's not why I called you. I looked through the recording of the surveillance cameras surrounding my house, and I found a video relating to the robbery. Unfortunately, the CD has been badly damaged, but I'm sure you'll be able to repair it in no time, Sergeant Will. Oh yeah, that's what I'm known for. I'm assuming from this we'll find the height of our killer. That's what I think. Great job, Will. No one could have restored the CD better. Let's send it to Alex. Maybe he'll be able to recover the surveillance footage from Alden Green's mansion. Yeah, we're probably gonna get like the killer's height or something. That's probably the last profile. Please don't take long. 6 hours. Luckily, I'm doing this early in the day. Holy cow. Hey guys, welcome back. It's time to get the results of the surveillance footage that we found of the robbery. I took a look at the surveillance footage Green gave you, and the cameras pointing directly at the park. His last image are from the murderer, or the murder. Did you get a good look at the killer's face? No, but I did manage to gather some info. Based on their surroundings, I deduced that the person you're looking for is 5'0", or just 5 feet. Well, here we are, Will. We got all the evidence we need. Let's put Freddy's killer under arrest. Yeah, Jones, I know the look on that face. I already know who it is too. Yeah, I also knew that the height was the last thing we needed to find. It's the kid. It's the kid for sure. So, I don't even need to look. I just already know. End of the road, kid. We know you killed Freddy. Just explain to us what happened, Julian. We need to understand. It was an accident. Just an accident. I never wanted to kill Freddy. We robbed the Green Mansion together. I was scared, but I followed. I could never say no to Freddy. He was fascinated with that crossbow. He wanted it as a trophy, the proof that even Alden Green could do nothing against him. Once we had run off to the park, he put it in my hands. He was laughing and everything. But it was older and rustier than we thought. The arrow went off on its own. I never wanted to hurt him. It's an accident. God, what a mess. It's just sad. Julian Ramis, you stand before this court for the death of Freddie Stewart. Do you have anything to say to the court? Please, Your Honor, it was just an accident. He never meant to kill anyone. He's just a kid. I understand, Mr. Ramis, but the law is clear. Julian has to understand the gravity of his actions. I understand, Your Honor. I understand. Participating in acts of theft is a serious offense in itself. Robbing other people's properties is not a game, and that's how you and Mr. Stewart took it. Had you refused to join Mr. Stewart in the robbery of Mr. Green's mansion, nothing would have happened. Mr. Stewart would still be alive. Julian Ramis, you're condemned to 1 year in a juvenile detention center for the evolutionary manslaughter of Freddie Stewart. No, please. I never meant to do this. Daddy, please, don't let them take me. It's crazy how a stupid, childish mistake can destroy so many lives. Julian's a good kid. Better than most even. And he's going to spend the next year behind bars. I know we had to bring him to justice, but I won't be doing that every day, Will. I understand, Jones. That was a bit hard. Wow. Yeah, I guess we can just go to the additional investigation too. Can't believe it though, it was him. But it kind of made sense because his dad was trying to protect him by admitting it, like by putting the blame on him. So I guess the father knew all along. Arresting Julian Ramis can't have been an easy decision to take, Sergeant Will, but you did the right thing. As always, I'm proud of you. But as always, your job isn't quite done. First, it would be wise to see how Mr. Ramis is doing. Seeing his son sent to jail might push him to some unwise actions. And Miss Stewart can't be feeling much better after the loss of her brother. Go check up on her as well. Of course, we're on it, Chief. Jones, I'm not finished. Noah Richards, Alden Green's bodyguard, has requested our help with a missing object. He talked about public safety. Go sort this out. Okay, so we're not going to talk to Alden Green. Alright. Well, you certainly took your time. There's another object of Mr. Green missing. Those little brats must have stolen it and left it in the park. And how is that our problem, Mr. Richards? Mr. Green can just file a complaint with the appropriate service tomorrow. And leave a gun lying around the park where anyone might find it? Are you insane? A gun? Why didn't you say that? Why didn't you say so at once? Sergeant Will, let's go have a look in Cooper Park. Yeah, maybe start off with that first. Just a thought. Also, if my voice sounds weird, it's because I'm kind of sick right now. Mr. Ramis, what are you doing here? Are you alright? My son was just sent to prison for murdering his best friend. He will never be the same again. How could I ever be alright? They always hung out here even when I forbade them to. I thought maybe coming here would make me feel closer to my son. Mr. Ramis, I think you should go home now. I know, but I might have drunk a little too much, and I can't find the key to my MWBX1 anywhere. Sergeant Will and I will have a look around, Mr. Ramus. In the meantime, get to the police station and have some coffee to sober up, alright? And now let's talk to Ramona. Oh, Sergeant Will, I miss Freddy so much. What will I do without him to make me laugh? I loved my little brother to bits. I remember when we were children, I taught him how to play chess. He was a natural at the game. He even won the National High School Chess Cup 2 years ago. That was before we started acting stupid. Sergeant Will, could you do something for me? I want to place Freddy's trophy on his grave to remind people that there was more to him than a pretty than a petty burglar, but I can't find it anywhere. Yes, a pretty burglar. Miss Stewart, finding lost objects happens to be one of Sergeant Will's many specialties. We'll have a look at your living room right now. Yes. Alright. We know our assignments. Luckily, I got all the stars in all these areas, so I'll see you guys when I get all of these, because I know for a fact that I'm going to be doing with a buttload of ads and so many moments we have to refresh, so. Well done, Will. This must be the gun Noah Richards was looking for. But we still need to check whether it really belongs to Alden Green, and the serial number is all scratched. I'm going to need your unfailing skills once again, Will. You got it, Jones, you got it. I really hope Mr. Ramus's MWBX1 car key is in this wheelbarrow, but I'm kinda allergic to compost. Could you possibly have a look, Will? Jones, is there anything that you can't do besides eating? It's like the one thing you're not allergic to. Oh, actually no, this ad is actually fine. I'm not 100% sure, but those pieces seem to have a link with chess. Let's put them back together and see what this is. How much alcohol must one drink to forget their car key in a wheelbarrow, of all places? Well, you're right. I guess we better make sure it actually belongs to Edward Ramus. Luckily, we got just the thing for that. Let's go back to the office and compare this key to the National Car Key Database. See if it matches the MWBX one. Also, I've seen lost keys in worse places. For example, the car itself. I'm not just, I am talking about experience too. I did that before. Alright, let's examine this next. Thanks to you, Will, we now have a proper serial number we can send to Alex to figure out who's the rightful owner of this revolver. I don't know why I keep stuttering on these things. I shouldn't be stuttering. Right, 3 hours, okay. Please, say less. If you're as good at playing chess as you were at mending Freddy's chess trophy, I don't want to compete against you, Will. Let's give this trophy back to Ramona. Oh, Jones, the only competition you can really beat me in is eating. Just putting it out there. Good job, well done once again, Will. This key matches Mr. Ramos's car. There's no doubt about it. Let's give it back to him. Miss Stewart, we got great news. Sergeant Will found your brother's chest trophy. Oh, this is wonderful. I really thought it had been lost for good. Sergeant Will, thank you so much. I was about to order some burgers from Mr. Burger. Would you like to have one? Well, don't mind if we do, Miss Stewart. Of course, Jones is gonna like it. I don't know why I have to make a remark on Jones' eating habits every time. Mr. Ramos, are you feeling better? Much better now that Much better now that I have had some coffee. Thank you. Did you find my key? Sergeant Will did, yes. Here it is. Are you feeling good enough to drive? Yes, I'll go home to pick up a few things for Julian, then go to the prison. That poor kid needs me now more than ever. Yes, he does. Take care, Mr. Stewart. And be careful on the road. Don't exceed the speed limit. 40. Okay. And I guess all we have to do is just wait for the serial number in 3 hours and give it back to Mr. Richards. Alright guys, it's time to check out the serial number of the gun and finish this case off. I had a look at your serial number. The revolver does belong to Alden Green. And if I might add, he's a lucky man. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a collector's World War II Smith & Wesson, and it's in perfect working condition. Great, which means someone could have gotten killed when it was left lying around in Cooper Park. Let's give this revolver back to Noah, Will, and hope he does his security job a little more thoroughly in the future. So, have you found the gun yet? If Mr. Green realizes it's gone, he'll have my hide for sure. Honestly, can you blame him? You let a pair of kids burglarize his house while you're on duty. But you're in luck. Unlike you, Sergeant Will is a true professional. Here's your revolver. Oh, thank God. Sergeant Will, thank you for your help. I owe you one. Actually, here, take this as a thanks for saving my neck. Ooh. And there you guys have it. Case 18 finished. Time to move on to case 19 in the next video.